Hello, and welcome to Omnivew Medical Solutions. We would like to introduce you to our software, 837Solution. Our software permits you to easily, efficiently, and powerfully analyze your 835 and 837 file data regardless of whether you're a professional or institutional provider. So let's begin. The first step in beginning is to import your file into our software. Proceed to the File menu and select the file type you wish to import. Again, you can choose from the 835 or 837 file type. And you are not limited to one file. You can import hundreds of files into our software simultaneously for analysis. But for the sake of simplicity for demonstration, we will begin with just one file. Proceed to the directory where your files are kept, and we recommend that you search across all file types, as all clearinghouses do not follow the 835 data extension. Once you identify your file, simply double-click it in order to import it into our software. Once your file is in our software, by clicking once, you can pull in all the relevant claim data that is contained within your 835 file. An additional click to expand the tree in the left-hand window will show you and list for you all the checks or EFTs that are contained within your 835 file. You can see that this file contains only one check. Had there been other checks or EFTs, they would have been listed here. So by highlighting the check in the left-hand window, you can then proceed to the right-hand window and look at the summary header. Within the summary header, you will see the check number, which matches the check number that you've highlighted in the left-hand window. Additionally, within the header, you will see a summary of all the claim data that is contained in your 835 file for that check number. That includes the check amount, the check date, the billed amounts, allowed amounts, deductible, co-insurance amounts, copay, adjustments, and finally the provider paid amounts. Again, this is a summary of all the claim data that is contained in your 835 file for this particular check. By scrolling down the print image in the right-hand window, you can see your data laid out more specifically. For example, this patient, Jane Smith, her dates of service are listed here to the left, followed by the procedure codes that she received on those dates of service, the billed amounts, the allowed amounts, the deductible, the co-insurance, copay, again listed specifically by procedure amount and date, but also in total here at the bottom. On the right-hand side of the window, you'll see a listing of the adjustment codes, the adjustment dollar amounts, and the provider paid dollar amounts, again by specific procedure code and by specific procedure date, but also in total for this particular patient. Additionally, you will see summary claim data here to the left. For example, this patient had these claims processed as primary. Scrolling down through the print image, you will see that this data layout repeats by specific patient and by specific procedure date. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see a listing of all the adjustment codes that were used to process the claims above. So one can quickly see that our software allows you to easily yet efficiently manage your 835 files. We put your electronic files into an easy-to-read format that will allow you to analyze and look at your data. But we're only scratching the surface of what we can do for you. For example, if you proceed to the search menu and the filter function, you can search through your claims and look at specific data points. For example, if there was a rejection code that you had been experiencing problems with, you could simply check the rejection code box and input the specific rejection code and ask our software to find all claims that were processed with that rejection code, and they would be listed in the print image window here. Again, you could do this for one or hundreds of claims simultaneously. There is additional functionality under the settings menu. For example, if you go into the program settings, you can set the parameters to look for specific amounts of underpayment, either under the allowed amount or provider paid amounts, and the other specific data parameters that we have set here down to the percentage of your need. And you would search not only one file, but again hundreds of files should you choose to do so. And finally, by proceeding into the export settings menu, you could set export settings simply by highlighting the desired data point and moving it into the selected export field window. You could create the CSV file of your choice by saving and exiting your parameters and going to the export button, simply clicking the export button and naming the file. And you will receive a confirmation that your export has been successful. This concludes our introduction to 837 Solution. We recommend that you view and review our subsequent videos, which go into further detail on the analytical power of our software and its ability to enhance the efficiency and the strength of your ability to analyze your 835 and 837 data.